Um, remember I told you I had one that was kind of flaky that was leaving and coming back. Well, I thought she left, but she didn't. So she's Muslim, and she had a shawl covering her face, and she uncovered her face for me in her pictures. So I was not unpleasantly surprised. So this means pretty much for sure we're over halfway done in the wife department theoretically. I think also the subtle transformation is proceeding, whether I like it or not. It's really, really amazing what's happening around here. Like I'm just starting to notice things, and I think we have pretty much a gripping agreement here in Canada. I'm not absolutely certain, but it'd be pretty difficult not to come to this deductive reasoning. And so, the places that I thought were really going to give me a hard time are going to be the Bush-Cheney households. I don't think Vladimir Putin's going to be challenging the authority of our crown at all. I don't think China will, for practical purposes. If the U.S. currency defaults, which is in that condition currently, and China's got probably about $100 trillion worth of nothing. So, I understand, I think, I'm just starting to notice I was so focused on you, us. I didn't really pay all that much attention to things as they were evolving, basically, the world is like shock and awe was nothing. You understand? This is going to be fireworks like people have not imagined, and they're subtle. Nobody need even notice them, save people participating. Anyway, I think the whole idea from the outset was that you and I were to do this together. You understand what I'm saying? And I think that all the hesitation, all the reason for hesitation is pretty much gone now. For sure we've got some grip. I'm going to be pasting a thing that I found on an Arabic website, and I don't know what it says. It's got my name on it, and I don't know really how I got there. Anyway, so I'd like you to, if you could, find out what it says. I can't ask people what it says because if it's something really goofy, I don't want to be asking people what this says and be right. Like the people who know me would know that my name is Blake Cushing. Do you understand? So, I'd like to know what people are saying, what this is anyway. So I'm going to post it on our appropriate location for a short period of time. But, I think, it's time for you and me to come out of the closet. It's been, 43 years. God, I love you. You're so crazy, you really are crazy. You understand? It's like, really. All I know is this kid is sure not going to be trying to sell you any wooden nickels. So, oh yeah, so let me tell you, so she's leaving, coming, leaving, coming, and like, not a whole lot of people are saying yes. I've had some people just kind of promise to show up and then just disappear. I think many women prefer to have the fantasy of love than the actual love. I think they're afraid of disappointment, so what they do is disappointment for themselves first, so they don't have to experience the disappointment later. Logic, and that escapes me, but however, I think this is part of what's going on. Like, women are terrified and to have any feelings at all, because men are so, I guess, bludgeoned them with them, and they don't feel safe. When I look at the men, on this planet, like, like, women shouldn't have to be subject to this, but you gotta be careful what you ask for, because you might get it and you got it. So, you need to understand that sometimes you gotta practice patience. Who's talking? But I need you to understand that, like, I could use your help. I really could. And, like, you know my address. You should. Like, if you don't know my address, don't recognize this piece. If you don't know how to get to me, where I am, ignore this piece for a day. Alright. See it once and then don't see it again. And I'll give you the instructions again. But you understand that it's time. I think it's time for us. I thought it was going to take years. I was just, you have no idea. Allah, I believe, is being somewhat flexible. I got Allah to change his mind. Well, I need to double check on this, but I'm fairly certain that we have an agreement on this, that, like, you don't necessarily need to be last. In fact, I think, I better double check this, but, I suspect it might even be okay for you to be first. I want to make sure that I'm not deluding myself or whistling up a vacuous tree with these pronouncements, so I will double check, but I'm pretty certain that it would be useful for us to start thinking like this, because you are the only Messiah this world has ever known, and I am the only King of Kings this world has ever known. And we're both here together to make this thing work. And, if we're in, understand? It doesn't look right. It doesn't look good. It isn't good. And we should fix it. So, I've already thought about all your pimples and all your warts and ingrown brain cells, etc. And I'm going to be so glad to see you. You're never going to get over it. This is true. So, I think we should do this soon because things are moving along, and think of this. Like, I have basically no money, and I got 4 wives right now, theoretically. I mean, yeah, I think I do. I have 4 women who are grinning to do this. I thought you took about 12 years, I'll be 910 before we consummate this thing. So, I think I should pay a little closer attention to Allah because, he said there wasn't going to be, we we're going to have much of a problem for a number of years. But, and I believe this. Like, I'm not going to be easy on these some of these people. But I think pretty much evil is defeated right now. As it realizes it, and it's really begging to be put out of its misery. My theory. I mean, look at them. Bunch of pathetic, ridiculous making imbeciles. The whole goddamn lot of them right there. So, but I think people are going to, once they get the finger down the throat on this thing, they're going to be too busy barfing to be paying any attention to whatever anybody else is doing anywhere, and they don't give a fuck. Understand? Like, so. See what I do for you. Think about it. I prepared my whole life on the off chance you really might keep your word with me. Never really wanted to count on it or anything, or telling anybody about it. But I practiced yoga, I practiced martial arts, I practiced anything that would gave me a 16th of an inch of altitude. Didn't matter what rock it came from. If it benefited my altitude, I used it. If it didn't, I didn't. And nothing has benefited my altitude like you. Nothing. Ever. And I think like we got a pretty good thing going, you and me. When you think about it. I think there's an interest in each other. Can we say this? And there's no exaggeration in that assertion. I don't terrorize. And so we've established there is an interest in each other, and we're both over 14 years old or 16 years old, whatever the statutory age is, and we have really no considerations other than each other. I mean, we both have friends and lives that we've built, but the truth is, we're both home alone more often than not. And I don't want to be. I don't think you want to be either. Right? It's. I know you were busy over Christmas. Understand? Extremely busy over Christmas, And I wasn't. But it didn't make any difference. Like, even if I was busy, I would be busy with a leaden heart. Understand? This isn't just good kingly marriage stuffs. This is the sexiest, most romantic story I've ever heard of. And I just happen to be in it. You know, and so do you. You have the starring role, my darling. Now, if that don't beat all, I don't know what does. Now, I'm not a betting man, you understand, nor am I ever going to be. But I would say it's a pretty safe bet to theorize that we have a God who's fairly interested in both you and me for sure, and this world as well. And it's prudent planning for us to obey him. Let me tell you. Yeah, it really, really is. And, so it doesn't matter to me really what he asks. I may bitch and moan and whine and complain vehemently, but I'm doing it. Whatever it is. I'm not smart enough to originate this thing on my own. Do you understand this? Anyway. I want to dance beneath the diamond sky, with one hand waving free, silhouetted by the sea, with all memory and fate driven deep beneath the waves. Let me forget about today until tomorrow. Hey, Mr. Tambourine Man, play a song for me, will you? I'm not sleepy. Probably never will be again. And there ain't no place I'm going to. Understand? So, I think we should get this show on the road. I know. I might even write us a script. And I think we should spend some time together and figure out just exactly what we're going to do, and what we're going to say, and how we're going to do this. Get the logistics of this thing handled ourselves first. Understand my thing? Anyway, I'm going to send you this thing, okay? And you take a look at it and see if you can find somebody that you know that reads Arabic. Right? And I'll do another tape and I'll ask you a question there. Or you can just show up at my doorstep any time of the day or night. It doesn't matter. Understand? To me. Like, you don't need any more of an invitation. You've already been extended. And if you do, then you're an idiot. I've been wasting my breath. Understand? Like, there's no person on this earth more wanted in my presence than you. There's nothing I can do about this. There's something you can do about it. Like, do you have any idea how crazy I am about you? Like, how much I love you? I am so looking forward to knowing peace in your arms. Tell you, you're not careful, I'm going to staple you in my face. So let's get this show on the road, shall we? It's time. I think it really is. And once we start, there's no turning back. And what you already start, there's no turning back already. So, come and see me. We'll hold hands and get our act together. Your Majesty.